It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Michigan's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most...
There he goes. Gets it past the marker.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gate.
Found the seam on the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not the smartest move on that one. Out of bounds at the 9, and the field position is not good. The Buckeyes offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show for this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man down the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The give to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to bull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every point. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Running to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And as he throws, missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. He's got the back in the middle. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Here's a big decision for you on offense now. You just gave up a negative play. You lost some momentum down by the goal line, but do you believe your guys can go out and execute right now on 4th down to generate a touchdown? Let's find out.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So here comes the Michigan offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Tight end now in motion. They're going back to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Unloads it left. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Beckham. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Hits him in stride at the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. first play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's McGowan. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gentry. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the big fella. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Leaves it with the back. Ran through the contact. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Poe. Got room at the 35. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. They've got the defense reeling right. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Sings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Snyder. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Got a man. It's McGowan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's McGowan. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Wants to keep it in the air. Back open in the middle. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air on second down. It's complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort, getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Looking to fire. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Power football with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Calls his own number. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On 2nd down, the read to the right. Turning it on! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got it in the middle. It's McGowan. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Oh, he's got a chance. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Decker. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
They'll line up to go for two. Slams it ahead. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 23 to Tennessee. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Using the quick game. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They'll try to sneak it. No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
Dropping back, it's Cantrell. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The give to the single back. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll go read option left on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's McGowan. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
And how about that in the 4th quarter, and you need your kicker to execute a bomb to take the lead. You trust him, and he absolutely delivers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Decker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They want to run it left here. He steps out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. Great awareness there on that run. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The run to the right. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Beckham. At the 35, he's loose.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They move on top here on the 40.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Snyder. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Back to pass on second down. But a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. He'll pull it down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.